Hello, welcome back to Infinite Realities. This is Rob. Just wanted to start out here in the map room because what we're going to do is do a sort of an overview of the main part of the settlement. Let's see, first couple things, sorry for any delays. I ended up getting a new computer this week, so I've been getting that set up and trying to run. It seems to be a little bit better than my previous one, so far at least. And also, I apologize for any background noise. I am in the Pacific Northwest and it's unseasonably warm, but we can't have the windows open right now because of all the wildfires going on the West Coast. And so it's making for bad air quality, which makes for stuffy apartments with no circulation other than the fan. So hopefully it'll edit out the audio and we won't have to deal with it too, but just in case. All right, so I wanted to start here to kind of give you a little overview. So this is the main part of the settlement. So over here, that's the pyramid where the village is. Actually, I have to go visit them. I haven't been there for a little while. And I've been just kind of slowly expanding this area. Then we've moved over here, the pickled boar. This is one of the newer items. It's Riker, and I have no how to pronounce it. But basically, it's Old Norse for Riker Lodge, or Riker Lodge. And then up here, we will get to this much later, but this is going to be a sort of Civil War or maybe fur trade era fort/trading post, and I'm thinking I want to make it into a trading hall for villagers. However, I'm not sure how I can set it up I like the shape of that, but I'm not sure how I can set it up to have a zombie be able to circulate in there that I can use for making zombie villagers that I cure to get better postings. So we're going to kind of do a little walk around tour of this area just because I want to show some of that because I'm going to be making changes. I've already made some changes, like this wool farm here used to be over here, things like that, as I sort of have done some automation and a few other things. I've got some new things over here. Oh, I need to update that map actually. We'll take that with us later though. So for now, let's head out this way though. Because yeah, basically like I said, a lot of this is stuff that I built when I first started this world, and I want to update some of it and change around a few things. Like this is my original farm that I still use quite extensively. I have more food than I think I will ever know what to do with. My cow crusher and the sheep one is over here. You can hear them. I plan on moving them maybe closer to the barn. That is the new vine farm over there with the crimson vines and regular vines. It's actually filling in really nicely. I need to go harvest some of that. Over here we have the stables with my one original horse and then the 3 skeleton horses I got so I was working over the iron farm area and I got caught by a group of skeleton horsemen, and they killed me like, I don't know, 4 times before I finally was able to, well, besides losing all my stuff, get back over there. And I thought they had left, but then all of a sudden I saw them one by one, and I was able to basically pick them off, climbed up in some trees, and was able to recover their horses. So now I have 3 skeleton horses. Llamas, I will let you guys decide for yourself where those came from. Over there is the archaeological dig. And I'll get another view of that from another angle, but that is the colossal or titan creeper skull. There's the barn over there. Oh, I might have just seen so the balloon is let's get away from some of the sheep. I'll show the sheep farm and the wool farm. So this is wool farm 2.0. Looks better from over here. The giant balloon actually was one of my first builds. It is a mob dropper. And it took me a long time because I had to manually shear all my sheep at the time. And getting the colors took a long time. That's why part of it ended up white, because I had a bunch of white from the sheep crusher. And yeah, I should go back and fill those in with colors. I thought about trying to do some kind of design, but I have no idea what I would do. Interesting enough, after I built this, I discovered Pixel Riff's videos, survival series, and he did a much better looking balloon. I will try to link to his balloon. His is much better looking. This is the barn I did based on, I wish I could remember whose design, because I like the design and I would like to give them credit. I changed a few things, did the roof differently over there, some interior stuff differently. But I like the overall look of it, and I wish I could give them credit. If I can find it, I will definitely link that up. It's got, oh, and then it was updated with chains. Originally, those were iron rods hanging down from. I think this is where I got the idea for using the grindstone as like a pulley type of a block, because you can hang them upside down and stuff. And I use that in a few different areas. So in here, I have some dogs and my sheep. They're up in that corner. There's some sheep, some cows, some pigs. I don't really use them for much other than just aesthetics. Another one of my first, oh, I like the view. Here's the mill on the hill. It's a good view from here. This is the bamboo pagoda, one of my first builds as well. This is based on something from Waddle's videos. I will try to find which one of his early season survival series games. This is a chicken farmer, I guess. Do we have any eggs in here? Yep, still plenty of eggs. It is not fast by any means. It is based on a lot of the chicken cookers you see out there, but I don't cook. Basically, with one of my villager or two of my villagers, I get emeralds for uncooked chickens. So there's the balloon. This is where they drop into. And it gives me arrows, bones, gunpowder, rotten flesh, and then every once in a while some string or glass bottles from witches that happen to fall out of there. This is a piece of junk. I don't like it. It was supposed to be like a play kennel for the dogs. There's some cats in there now. I'm not even going to show off the inside of it because I don't like it. I'm going to tear that down and redo it. That's one of the things I want to redo. Little water feature here. A couple of bridges. So we've got the fountain over here. I like how this turned out. So what I did is I got the stone brick wall with it, just a iron bar, single iron bar with the water block on top of it, pouring down for the fountain effect. I like how that turned out. Oops, can't get across there. And a couple of footbridges over by the pagoda. And so the stream kind of splits, goes under there and around here, flows into this pond here. I need to get some fish to put in there. I have one fish, it's in the pond over here. Let's see. I used to have 3 salmon in here, but they seem to have escaped or something. I don't know where the other fish is. These trees here, so this roadway is also one of the original things. So this was all kind of a hill that I dug into to make this roadway. And after I went exploring and found acacia trees, I just was throwing trees up in different places, the different types, just to get the wood. But I liked how these two formed a sort of archway here, so they stayed put. Just another little pond area, another fountain with using a chiseled stone block with a triple here. Oh, there's one of the salmon are back, and there was a fish to kind of simulate a sort of fountain there. So this is where the wool farm used to be. Oh, I was going to get a better view of that. It started out with 8 colors along a row here, and I really like how it looked before it was automated. When I added the other 8 colors, I did it on the back, and it was, besides too close to this edge, it just didn't, I didn't like it the way it looked. So that's why I went with this one over here. I know I'm just kind of all over the place. So yeah, I like how that turned out. It's based, I don't know, there's been a few different designs. I think this probably most closely resembles one Pixel Riffs did. If so, maybe I'll put a link to that one if I can find it anyways. There's the creeper skull. And something. Okay, we might have to sleep here pretty soon. I've got beds in different places, so that's not a big deal. Just already set up. In fact, I'll show you this one over here. This is one of the first areas I set up, a little sort of outdoor workstation around a fire pit to just come out and lounge at night. Oh, that's the aviary. I definitely need to get rid of that. One of my wishes for tamed birds, dogs, cats is that you could assign them an area to be in. Where, because like right now, I would love it if they were just flying around in there, but if I let them loose by having them not sit, then as soon as I walk away, they're going to teleport out of there to me. And I don't want that. Same thing with the dogs and cats. I'd love to build a nice, cool kennel area for them and just let them roam around in it without worrying about them teleporting after me. All right, let's check out the sunset. Sunset over the farm, over the creeper skull. Cool. All right, let's get some sleep. All right, morning. Let's see what else do we got over here. So I brought some of the nether trees over. I don't have the weeping ones yet. I just have the crimson ones. Let's see. This is my original melon farm and pumpkin farms. I have started doing an automated one over here. And I just throw mushrooms on any of the patches of here just because why not? Might as well make use of it. What's here. So this is the automated one I have set up. I need to expand on it. I only had one observer and a ports for one observer at the time, so that's why it's just got the one. So it's not the fastest, but it works. Let me add other additional observers. These ones are jack-o'-lanterns to provide light. But actually what I need to do is I need to expand it. I'm thinking over in the area where the wool farm originally was, make a couple of grids worth just because I have the track underneath there already for collection. Down here is the sugarcane farm. The water flows to the middle of the V to collect under there. It's got pistons on all of them, but to start with, I only had a button down there to break it off. Now I have one observer down here, so when this one grows, it breaks them all off. Oh, here's another good view of the mill on the hill. We'll go over there next. So that is also based on a Pixel Riff's design from one of his one-chuck builds. That little wing off to the right I added. So it doesn't quite fit in one chunk. I'm about 2 blocks over, maybe 3. Nice little footpath up here. Excuse me, chicken. And then I did a few there is nothing wrong with building stuff that you find in other videos. But always try to make your own personal touches, whether it's changing up the palette, adding other little things here and there. Like his sails were white. I decided to go the two-tone green just because. I think I just had enough wool at the time. I've got things like the sliding barn doors here. Now I also have really working doors, which, yes, they're kind of redundant, but this is more for just visual aesthetic. This is for function. And these on the sides, just the working doors on this side. This side I have the sliding door again. Hey, I'm missing a door. How did that happen? Okay. I'll have to make a note of that to bring another door over. Anyway, so I also added the inside part here that has sort of like this gear shaft sort of thing that's supposed to be the millstone. I don't know. It kind of works visually. We'll see. Down there is the farm that gets a lot of the wheat for the grindstone as well as just other things. And over here, let's see. We're getting a little long. I don't know how much further I'm going to go. That's it. Let's do this. We'll go look at a couple of buildings here. So this, I want to detail this pathway up a bit, but this is sort of like supposed to be the route the wagons take from the mill to get back down the hill. The mill up on the hill is up on the hill because that's where the wind is. All right, zombie nearby. Where are you? Let's see. Let's check out the lumber mill real quick. Little office area for the mill. I don't know, lumber. I don't know. What would you call a guy that runs a lumber mill? The tree farm over here. So the tree farm I have, it's water catcher. It's so I can plant either 2x2 trees for like giant spruce and jungle trees and dark oak, or when I do the other trees, what I do is I just put 4 and 4. When I'm doing birch and oak, I put the flower here because you get a chance of getting bees' nests, which is where I got that one, and the ones that are over by the other farm. I haven't had much luck with the oak. I had really good luck with the birch. I got in a chest full of birch. I think I got about 5 or 6 bees' nests. So then you cut those, and probably about 90% of the stuff falls into the water, flows into a barrel down here that I collect. A mix of the soil and brown concrete powder for the packed earth in there. I'm not going to do for the mill. It's water wheel driven. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place, aren't I? Water wheel driven. The water comes in through a culvert out the river there, goes under the hill, and back out this way. And you can actually swim through there. I've got it lit up with sea pickles or cucumbers, whatever. Let's see what else. The new wall, this is kind of new. I just kind of finished detailing this not too long ago. I think I do like how it turned out. And I have sea pickles behind those walls for lighting up, ambient lighting in the area. So then I think we're going to wrap up by a quick look at the quarry. The quarry is probably one of my first really big projects between the crane. Now the first crane started out as a single tower here with just a crane, cantilevered crane reaching out over the hole, the shaft, and I just didn't like it. I thought it, plus with where my space restrictions were with the hill here, I think I decided basically that a twin tower one would work best. And I like, now that we have chains, and not only that, we have horizontal chains. I'll show you that part in a second. So the idea is here that they raise and lower over the hole, which has got the spiral staircase down and up as well. It's been overgrown with vines over the time. So they raise and lower this, and then they basically pull it over here to unload, lift it back up, back to, and then back down the hole. And I'll show you, we'll go this way rather than climbing up just because it's easier. So you can see up, maybe up here. No, almost, there we go. So we've got horizontal chains going to a quote-unquote winch. Maybe I'll jump to the ladder. Yeah, let's try that. All right. No! Ow. That was not smart. Let's do this. Boom. We'll do this the smart way. There we go. That's what it's there for. So we got the horizontal chains here. So the idea is that this winch here pulls this direction, and then we have another one on that side that pulls that direction as it needs to go back and forth along the log track here. Then the stones here are balancing. That's the banner for the name tag for the map. Let's see what else. Yeah, I kind of like how this turned out. Jack-o'-lanterns for lighting, because that was my main source of lighting at the time. All right, get on the ladder. Flop that down. Then, to get down to the mine itself, we have a couple options. You can take the spiral staircase down, or you can just go like this. Let's see. Let's do somewhere we can get a running start. All right. Ta-da! Boom. So you can do a little parkour on your way down. Ah! You can have a little fun. Or you just dive all the way down. And ooh, I haven't been down here. So I don't know that I have my OptiFine tweaked quite the same way as I used to. I'm still adjusting things, but the shadows are a lot more dynamic than I had before. This is kind of cool looking. So this is the bottom of the mine shaft. I have a little sleep and workstation here with an auto smelter powered by lava buckets. I just have the hopper. I don't necessarily need a whole chest or barrel full of lava to power that. This rail here, I fill this up with stuff. That's where those posts, I was looking for those. Send this, it goes up to a platform near my storage center, unloads, and then comes back. This is my slime farm. I hear some slime. Now, so it's got multiple levels. This is also roughly based on something, well, a combination of stuff. I mean, the platforms are kind of like what Waddles shows. I mean, what everybody shows, but after watching a Waddles video is kind of what I get inspired to do. This. Oh, no, there's the slime chunk. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 levels right now. And I can also access them from over there. And I need to fix that. So yeah, they come down here. If the iron golem doesn't get them, I mean, I've got, I think, just the 2 right now. I may add some more levels. Originally, I only had 1 magma block because I almost drowned getting that block out in the ocean. I had to go out because I hadn't been to the Nether yet, and I had to go swim down to the bottom of the ocean, and I just barely made it back up. I was like half a heart left. And this thing actually produces pretty good considering I am not over in this area very much. I've already emptied that chest once, and then, yeah. So I have another one down this hallway. I'm not going to show that one right now, but it's the kind where it's got the cactus in the middle with the hoppers around it. And I'm definitely not close enough because between the cactus portion and just everything else, wow, sorry, these tunnels just look really cool with this different shading. It used to be just all like one brightness. I can really see the shadows more now. So yeah, I'm just not close enough to that one for it to produce. So I can come in here and check out the different levels of the slime farm if I have to. And I kind of like how I did each one of these in sort of a different stone. Just because. I don't know. Because I could. So to get out of here, you have a couple of options. Is it getting dark out already? It is. So let's go sleep again real quick, and then we'll finish this up before we go back up topside. All right, welcome back. Good morning again. Day 3. I have some stuff, random things down here. Sorry, I forget what I had down here. All right, main way to get up is, if you don't want to climb up all those stairs, is just hit over here. Whoosh. Pop, 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 pop. There we go. And it comes back up. Oh, and here's a little sleeping work area for the stone cutter. And this is where I have my cobblestone and basalt generator. Basically, I can turn that on. This one I have to break the blocks to get it started. Now this one is not... must have gotten in the way or something. Why is it not? I wonder if my lava... oh, there it goes. I wonder if the lava just wasn't... The problem is the lava just doesn't always flow fast enough on this. Oh, it does definitely on the cobblestone. And this is actually going to be my... I wasn't really going to use this a whole lot, but now that I have Silk Touch on my pickaxe, this is kind of going to be my main source of cobblestone now. And I don't remember whose... I think this is loosely... This is based on a couple of different designs, like Pixel Riffs and a couple others. We'll turn that off. That one's going to keep going. This one has the note block circuit behind it for this one. Can't quite do the same. You have to have a mechanized one on here, or a little more complicated one for the basalt. So that's what I have there. Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for now. We will check out some of the newer stuff another time. Like, well, let's see. Let's take a quick last look at the sugarcane farm from below. So down that way, some of the newer builds we have the... What did they... Oh, sorry. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. That was the sugarcane pistons. Over there is the blacksmith shop, and then further down, Turtle Cove. I will show some of those off. Oh, the pier. Let's do the pier. So this is not lossless. We'll go in here real quick. So I have a way in here to deal with that. Hey, open up. It is not lossless, unfortunately. But you know what? I don't use that much that it hasn't been that big a deal. I've emptied this thing a couple times and I'm already there again. So it produces more than enough for what I need. Hey, stupid doors. Okay, last couple of things I will show today because this is going to be kind of long. And I may show some of these in more detail later. This is the automatic cactus farm. Okay, I need to empty that and smelt. I don't really need the cactus for a whole lot, so I'm going to maybe smelt those down for dye, just more for the XP. Here is the pier with the boat. I will show that one definitely more detail later. This one, I used to just keep some boats out here, but they kept like turtles, cats, pillagers would get stuck in them, and it was kind of annoying. Especially because the pillagers, I don't know what's going on. I would let the pillagers, I even name tagged one. We were thinking that was what was wrong. And as soon as their crossbows broke, they poofed on me. I don't know. So this, oh, there's the loading crane for the boats. See, the turtles like to hang out on the boat down here. There's Turtle Cove. There's my mini kelp farm, which I need to expand on. Eventually what I want to do is turn the top of that is going to be the start of a boardwalk down that part of the river, I think. Yeah. Let's see what the turtles are up to. Yeah. See how they can come in. The turtles can come and go through there, but other, like, drowned and stuff can't get in there. So, I don't, yeah. Hopefully they're not going to spawn inside there. I think I have it lit up enough. Anyway, I think that's going to be about it for now. Let's see. What's the best view here? There's a good view. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out. I know it's kind of longer than I had planned on it, but I just want to kind of do a little overview of stuff. I will do some more detailed things on some of these later and give you some, of course, not build tutorials, but just a little more details on how I built, why I built, what I did, kind of stuff. And we will, I guess we'll catch you next time. Bye now.